Good morning, good afternoon, and maybe good evening, and whatever time zone you're in. Welcome to this third day of our summer Zoom musical spectacular week. And we have one of the best today. Oh, I think I said that the last 2 days, didn't I? Well, you're in for a treat because today we have the best. All right. And before we get started, a couple quick announcements. Again, I just want to remind everyone just a few things. I'll breeze through this. I've done this all week, but we have several ways you can stay connected with us. Spread the word, tell your friends to join us, be a part of what we do, stay connected with us. On our website, we have all these ways you can stay connected. This little envelope, you do that, you'll join our emailing list. And you'll get notifications on all the upcoming events, what have you. Facebook is another way. And if you click on that one, it'll bring you to our Facebook page. And you'll notice on our Facebook page, we have all sorts of fun things that we're doing, announcements of these events. Pretty soon, we're going to have some special tips and things for various Lowrey models and ST models. So the best way to do that is when you go to our Facebook page, click follow, and then anytime we post something, you can get notified. And then, of course, we also have our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is filled with hundreds and hundreds of free content here we go. We have from Carrie's, oops. I started playing the video by accident. Anyway, so we have all sorts of things like from Carrie's Best Musicals Ever. We got all sorts of great demonstrations and product demos and product classes that we feature on there. So it's a great, subscribe to that. You'll be notified of all the great things, and everything on there is absolutely free. And then we have our Patreon channel, which is very, very, very important because this is where we post all of our virtual classes. We have from Carrie's classes to all of Don's classes. And if you're a Patreon member, you get special things like, for example, when Don fills out her presets information, and sometimes she'll actually handwrite out introductions to some of the songs. And I've seen Joni do some of that as well. And so you'll see here, all these things have these little additional things that you can access. And so this is just a bonus of being a Patreon member. And last but not least, we have the star of the day today, none other than, let me switch camera views here. He's been around in the business, so he looks really good for his age. But the last I heard, he's been in the business for like 130 years or something like that. The guy looks absolutely amazing.
Moses was walking.
Is Moses walking and playing the organ. And tennis. Do you still play tennis, Joe?
Yes, I still try. Yes.
That's great.
And pickleball.
So anyway, I'll come back out just for a final announcement before the end of your concert. But I'm going to just turn it over to Mr. Joe Fontesh. Anyway, take it away.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you out there in Zoom land and all the people that I sent emails to. Plus, we have a live audience. Let's hear it from our live audience today. Yeah, that's what we want. Really, this is nice to have an audience so that I feel like I'm not just playing to a wall. But I'm going to give you an opening number on a Liberty. And the Liberty we had a few of those in our inventory. And my God, I understand that the one I'm playing on is the last one available. And so it's really something. I'm going to open with what we call an opening number. And then I'm going to show you some features and give you some hints about how things work and some of the things you might be able to do on the keyboard you have. So I hope you enjoy it. This is called just an opening number. I'm going to play Our Day Will Come and a number called More. But Thank you. Woo. Thank you. Thank you. I love an audience that just said it was very nice. Thank you. I had fun playing that. That gets that stuff out of the way there a little bit. In playing, understand there's a big difference between what we call the fill-ins, that everybody knows, or FX if you have that on your instrument, and what we call signature and real arrangements. You've got to understand the difference of the two. Way back when we first were building the Lowrey organs, we had arrangements that were very simple. They didn't really do much other than give you a beautiful, beautiful orchestra. Then you had to add the fill-ins. The fill-ins then did put in all the extra notes. But when you have a real or a signature, you don't really use the FX and the fill-ins. So, but I'm first going to give you one of the first ones that we put in there that we used to just have an arrangement, and the fill-in is really doing all the extra stuff. So, and I'm going to do a number called Autumn Leaves. And who made that famous was a gentleman who played the piano. You know who I'm talking about? Roger Williams. Now, way back when I was learning the piano, I learned to do this run. Took me 4 months to learn. But you have that in the arrangement just by hitting the FX. So I'm going to make it very simple. I'm going to go to Autumn Leaves on the computer, and I got it all set up. And the arrangement goes. Very pretty, but again, I'm going to add the Roger Williams doing the runs on the piano, and where it comes from is the fill-in this time, okay? So here is the song, Autumn Leaves. Roger Williams. Roger Williams. Oh, listen to that wind blowing. See what I mean? That took years. I practiced 4 months to learn how to do that, and I did it with one fill-in. That's when the arrangements didn't have what we call a signature arrangement. I'm going to do the next one, which is going to be what I call a signature arrangement. And this is to show you the difference between the two. And again, I'm playing on the Liberty here. And again, the Liberty has this. Now, this is a signature arrangement. What that means, it's an actual arrangement that is from the record itself. Now, why we can do that is because of the computers. Way back when I played like that Autumn Leaves, it only could do arrangements from 4 to 8 measures. This has 32 measures of an arrangement. Unbelievable, because the computer can be enhanced. So what you're going to hear on the first part in this arrangement called Cab Driver, the fill-ins are done for me with the guitar. That's the father of the, what was the group that did it? The Ames Brothers? Mills Brothers. I was close. Mills Brothers. So the father is playing the guitar. But on the second part of it, you're going to hear all the vocals put in. So all I'm going to do is just add alter style. And again, the arrangement is going to be doing. I'm not going to even touch anything else but play that. So here we go. Listen to what the difference is of the two. So now this is without fill-ins. The first one was fill-ins. And here we go with Cab Driver. Arrangement number 2 coming up. Thank you. That is kind of a cool thing to be able to hear that. So I hope you hear the difference between one that has the full arrangements to the ones that you have to add. I didn't add anything, but just play the melody and the chords, and the arrangement enhanced every one of the periods that you would have had to put the usual fill in. So the rule is, and I teach this in my Tricks of the Trade, if you have an arrangement that does all of that, you don't use the fill in. Say it out loud, class. The fill-in button, right, that's what you got to remember. You don't overlap the two. Makes a lot of sense. Now, if you don't have that, that's what the fill-in button was used for. That's the extra ones that you have. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm having fun with some of these stuff here. Now, the next way I'm going to do it, I see, should I guess I should do this one, because I love the category presets that are on the Liberty. They have some ones that's called Love Tunes and Love Songs. But there's one that's really forgotten. It's called Pop, P-O-P. And if you have that on your organ, it really is one of the prettier ones that has organ sounds. And I'm going to play that for you so that you can hear how beautiful some of these sounds are that are on there. So I'm going to hit this so that you can hear some of the beautiful sounds that they have on it. Thank you. I love the ones that are in the category preset. It's called POP, P-O-P. And if you haven't used it, look it up. And if you don't have it on your organ, please come and call me, and we'll make sure you get it on your next organ. Then, okay, that's just the way it goes. These features are things that make you sound better. And again, there is a feature that I really hate, and it's called Fake It. Now let me explain Fake It for you in a minute here. I'm going to put in something on here, something that is really cool for you guys, and I want you should take notes on this. You have a category there, it's called nostalgia, which that means is it really goes back in time, and it takes the solos players like Harry James, puts it in the instrument, Tommy Dorsey puts it in the instrument, Jimmy Dorsey, Benny Goodman, Louis Armstrong, even Liberace, even the Stradivarius violinist, takes you all of these different soloists. Now, when they played way back when, they played the melody, but they also got off the melody. What that means is they kind of fooled around the notes. It takes years to learn that. And I'll tell you what, I was a classically trained, and boy, was it difficult for me to learn how to get off a melody note. And you have this one called Fake It, and how it works is that I hold one of the black notes, but I play the chords. So I'm going to do one that's really all of you probably had when you first started, and I really is one of those songs that is so easy. It's called When the Saints Come Marching In. So I'm going to play it, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in all the extra notes. Then I'm going to show you how you can do it without years of hard practice. So remember, if you put on now I'm going to actually do Louis Armstrong playing. I'm going to actually do Harry James playing. I'm going to do Jimmy Dorsey. I'm going to do Benny Goodman. All of them, and I'm going to do all the extra notes. Forget it. Just put on Fake It, hold the note down, and you can do it. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to put on, let's put on Dixieland. That's a good one, Dixieland. So we got Dixieland, and here's the Dixieland. Where is he? I'm going to put him up there. Here we are. Fake it! Here we go! Oh, so many years of how to put in those extra notes, and thank you, audience here. I got an audience of about 500 people here. It's really, they are just unbelievable. They all left their jobs to come here this afternoon. I appreciate it. Your cooking classes, your doctor's appointments, all of the above, right? They're all laughing. I hope you people out there are having some fun listening to a few things. I tried to make it as simple as can be today without getting too fancy on things. So I wanted to show some really cool features. One of the last ones that I think I'd like to show you if I got time is to show you the what I call MCS Plus. MCS Plus is a feature that enhances your chords to make it sound more beautiful. It takes two hands to do these. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to put on MCS Plus. That's a basic chord. But now if I added all the extra notes in there, it's going to sound like this. So it adds all these extra notes in there that really enhances the song. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a Latin particular rhythm that I like. It's called Wonderful. And I'm going to do a couple numbers with that. I'm going to do it a number called Watch What Happens, and then a number called Perfidia. And again, I'm going to add and subtract the extra chords. So one time I'm going to have it, and then one time I'm not, so you can really hear the difference of the two. So this number is called, first one is going to be Perfidia, which is a really cool number if you don't know this. It's Thank you. So I guess how we doing on time? We still got more time. Oh my goodness, I'm running really fast today. This is great. Normally I do about 4 or 5 numbers. I've already done that. I haven't got anything left. My repertoire's over. No, I'm only kidding. Only kidding. There's another what I call signature arrangement, which is kind of cute, and I'm going to bring it up here. It's called Dream Kiss. And it's really nice because I'm just going to let the organ do a lot of the work. And here's a little dream, what's it called? Dream a little dream with me. Who did that? I think the Mamas and the Papas did that, if I remember, okay? And it's an unusual song, and why it is because it starts in the key of E flat, and in the middle, which is called the bridge, it goes to the key of G. Kind of strange, from E flat to G, kind of really strange. So you have to, so in that, you have to play certain chords to get back to the new key. And if you don't, it doesn't sound good. So if I'm going to get back to E flat, I have to play the chord B flat before I get to it. And to get into the key of G, I have to play the chord D7. So if you don't want to, so again, I have a copy of this, and I could put this, send it to Robert, and he can put it on in there so that you could see how it modulates, we call it, from one key to the next. So listen to it. It's kind of cute. The ending wouldn't come out of there. It was stuck. My ending was stuck on there. Thank you. All right, how are we doing on time? Are we okay? Oh, we can get some more. All right, let me do something that I kind of enjoy to do. We haven't done this in a long, long time, and I need the audience participation on this. Because this is another one of those ones where It took years and years to learn. So this is called the Boogie Woogie, original Boogie Woogie. And to play it, you had to really learn how to do the left hand. So when we play it, takes years and years to learn. So forget it, folks. Just put on the thing called Boogie Woogie, and you can do it. Okay, so here we go. Now I need your help. When Liberace did this, he had everybody yell, "Hey!" We're going to yell Fletcher's. And it goes like this. Fletcher's. Yes! One more time. That was terrible. Let's do that one again. Yeah! Now we have men and ladies here. So we're going to have the ladies do it first. Already, ladies first. Here we go. In the audience, ladies. Fletcher's, good job. All right, we have the men next. Here we go. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to have Fake It do it for me. One more time. Last time. All right. Thank you all. Good participation. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Robert Roman for a few announcements here. Thank you all for being part of my audience today. Thank you.
All right, Joe, it can't end with me just giving announcements, so you're gonna have to think of another song to play.
Oh my goodness, my
A
repertoire.
finale part 2. You're a pro. You've been doing this 200 years, you said, so you're good. Well, just very quickly, first of all, thank you very much for attending today and taking time out of your schedule. So far, I think you've enjoyed his performance. Yes, thumbs up. Let me hear the crowd in the background there. Yeah, they got to be loud enough so it goes through his microphone on his head and his mouth there. But anyway, just a couple things. Again, remember, share the magic of music with a friend. Tell your friends. Anyone can join all across the world. It's absolutely fun to do. And I need to throw in a little commercial. Yes? Okay, you're all nodding yes. So I want to tell you this week, we've had some really special opportunities on the Liberty. We had several models available, but they're going very fast, and it's very quickly becoming an extremely limited model. The one that Joe is playing on is available, by the way, and because he touched it, it's worth millions. So if you buy it at the special price that we offer, you can turn around and sell it for millions because Joe touched it. And if he signs it, it's worth double. So anyway, but all kidding aside, we want to tell you thank you from the bottom of our hearts, because without you, we can't do this. So remember that, and think about your next model. If you're thinking about your next instrument, what have you, have an open mind and see a personal assistant. We have a couple Liberties available. We have a Grand Marquis that I have in stock that's on consignment. We have actually no Patriots. They're all gone. No Symphonies. They're selling really fast. We do have one Inspire. And we've got a nice little selection of instruments. So keep an open mind, see your personal assistant about some specials. And remember, this is how we are able to keep our Fletcher music experience alive for you and keep providing you with education and wonderful entertainment and keeping an ongoing thing for you. So anyway, with that said, we're going to play, or I'm not going to say we're going to have Joe play one final number for you to close off the show. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, audience, too, for being part of this. Incidentally, there's concerts every day. We got Thursday and Friday also, so tune in on those. Check your calendar. Check your Zoom reports. There's so many things going on. If you can't make it into the store, we can make sure you're learning from your home. You could have a martini and take a lesson at the same time. So that's really a good deal now, isn't it? Yeah, over here says, yeah, I've been doing it. Well, anyways, don't spill it on the organ, that's all. But anyhow, I just want to do something a little up tempo. One more time. Thank you.
For Joe.
Thank you also very much.
Everybody.
Thank you, Joe.
That was a number called CC Rider, and it was a kind of an up-tempo thing, of course, and it has a lot of blues things. Actually, that is a very simple song because it's in the blues category. Three chord, the C chord, the F chord, the C chord, the G chord, the C chord. So if you have that in their sheet there, that's actually the chords used. But again, thank you all very much. This was on the Liberty, unbelievable instrument. Showed you some great, great features on that, and I hope you enjoyed it. And God bless all of you. And again, we'll see you next time, okay? Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.